A lot of people like to focus on proficiency tests for foreign languages that they're studying. For example, in Chinese, there is the HSK exam, and I know there's that one scale that's like A1, A2, all those. And I personally have never seen too much value in those. I think that they're good if you actually need to pass it to have legal working status in a place, to apply for a certain visa. Like I know for China, if you're trying to get some type of a work visa there, if you pass a certain level of HSK exam, it will have benefits. So if that's the reason you're doing it, then it makes sense. And I think they do work well for kind of if you have a goal and you just want like a certification to show I have reached this level of a language. I am HSK4, I have learned this much Chinese. But at the same time, I think that some people overly stress it. They are super focused on passing a certain exam and they care less about actually attaining fluency in the language. So for all those people out there who are just super studying hard for the exam, your main goal is to pass the exam, just keep that in mind. It's good because it gives you a framework. You know, if someone passes the highest level of HSK, then they're going to be a pretty good speaker of Chinese. And if someone can't pass it, then that shows that they still have a lot of work to be done. But there might be someone who is able to pass HSK 5, not able to pass the 6, the higher level, except their communication, their pronunciation, all of that is actually better. It's just they haven't learned the specific vocabulary from HSK 6. And there's there's certain words that are not ever going to appear on the test. And if you're a lower level, but you've spent a lot of time communicating, you might know some of these words that are maybe a little less formal. I've actually never taken it. I've looked at practice tests just to see, and I think I would easily pass I think 6 is the highest level, but I've never taken it, so I don't know exactly how it works. But my understanding is there's a lot of words on a big vocab list that you have to cram to pass the exam. And I think if you're self-studying, because I kind of self-studied after I finished my schooling, but the bulk of my Chinese was learned in classes. So if you're self-studying, it might be good to have a framework like that, just so that you make sure you're on track and you have a guided framework. But if you have any other type of structure, just like a textbook or something like that, a textbook you can reference that's not based on HSK, I think that would be just as good. And you know, if you take Chinese in class like I did, you're already going to have tests on a semi-regular basis to get the grade for the class. So I guess there was an element of cramming and trying to learn stuff. But yeah, so I would say if you're self-study, it might be a good idea. But overall, I don't think it's super essential unless you really want to pass the certification to open up different doors and avenues in your life.